Guys, this is going to be a mock trial for Congress, so you can see a pro-con cycle and just kind of what goes on in a Congress session.
And if you don't know us, I'm Donald. That's B.
I'm Jacob.
And then over there is Joseph. And good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck. No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good.
What number is it?
Three. Docket 3. Let's write random stuff. Here's just what's going on right now with the docket.
So right now, we're establishing a docket. As soon as the round starts, we will vote on that docket. To make it easy, we're just doing one bill.
Yeah.
So we'll read the bill right now. It's number 3, a bill to label GMOs. And as soon as Joseph's ready, we'll start this chamber.
So are you going to call in a session? Or are you going to go?
Okay, so the process is going to happen right now is we're going to do PO.
Yo.
We're going to do PO nominations.
Oh, it's
but
one.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Take
there's only one
Okay, well here.
PO right now.
Yeah, it's me.
That's why I'm walking.
And unfortunately he's being a little bit, but
Yeah, sorry.
So-
It's just taking a sec.
yeah, we're not going to edit this.
Mm-hmm.
This is
No.
this is what you get.
Sorry.
I'm sorry to mildly disappoint you.
You, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Throw it in.
It just ripped everything.
That sucks.
Oh, dude, that's your livelihood right there.
It is.
All right, we'll start this video out with the joke. You know, what was wrong with constipated jitterbug? He couldn't jit. All right.
I am Representative John. I'm going to be your representative PO today. And at 9:48, I call this session to order. So, does anyone have any motions?
Motion.
Representative talking to.
Motion to set agenda?
Motion granted.
Docket 3, GMOs.
Agenda A.
Motion for agenda A.
Now we will vote. All those in favor of agenda A? Okay, seeing as that is a unanimous vote, moving going with agenda A. The first item on the docket is docket number 3, a bill to mandate the labeling of genetically modified foods. Does anyone need me to read that out?
No.
Oh yes, for the video. Read it out.
Yes. Okay. Item number 3, a bill to mandate the labeling of genetically modified foods. Section 1, every company, retailer, supplier, and or manufacturer must label raw, packaged, and produced foods as genetically modified, along with the harms of consuming these particular food items. According to the World Health Organization, genetically modified foods have the genetic material unnaturally modified, which can potentially be harmful to those who consume it, and consumers are often unaware of the lasting effects it has on our health. Genetically modified food labels must be on the front of a product to notify the consumer. Each food item that was not originally intended to be packed must still have a label placed that is clear, bold, and easily seen. At least one out of many health hazards that comes from consuming genetically modified food will need to be placed alongside the label. Section 3, Congress will enforce the Federal Drug Administration to oversee and implement this bill. Section 4, this bill should go into effect within 8 months of its passage. And Section 5, all laws in conflict with the legislation are hereby declared null and void. To go over my timing procedures, I'll just give you 1 tap at 2 minutes, 2 taps at 2:30, 3 taps at 2:45, and then from 2:50, I will begin gathering you down until your voice is inaudible.
All right, it's recording.
It's supposed to see our different personalities.
Okay,
So go off whatever.
so
Yep.
do we have an authorship? Your sponsorship.
No, we don't.
No.
Seeing as there are no authorships, do we have a sponsorship? Representative Caltunte, you have the floor.
Thank you. This is is Representative Calconte speaking for the first time today, always at the leisure of the judge, the PO, and the chamber. Judge, please now when ready. Rising from the dead with googly eyes and triple arms, we see those freakish Frankenfoods. Well, Frankenfoods is a connotated term for genetically modified organisms, also called GMOs. Now, whether GMOs are Frankenfoods or are just as regular as anything else that comes from the ground, it is not our priority today. It is our priority, however, to decide whether labeling GMOs is right. And it is easy to say that it is, for three main reasons. First, labeling GMOs helps medical research. Second, labeling GMOs is right to the public, as we do have a policy of transparency in the United States. And third, labeling GMOs will truly do nothing but inform, as GMOs are already indicated. To begin, GMOs help medical research. You see, the New England Journal of Medicine tracks GMOs and uses them to see new food allergies or things along like that. But it's hard to tell where these come from unless you know which foods are GMOs and which ones are not. So that consumers can say that yes, they commonly have GMOs, or no, they do not commonly have GMOs. This information can help us further future agricultural inventions and also further health development as well. This is invaluable whether GMOs are harmful or not. Second, it is our duty to inform the people. The American public brought us to Congress and voted us in so we would inform them of what is going on. With this, it is then our duty to label these genetically modified organisms because it is the right of the people to know. Should we leave them guessing? No, because it will have no beneficial effect. Labeling GMOs is easy, it's possible, and it shows that we, as the United States Congress, do care for our people. Third, and finally, labeling GMOs is not going to truly cause a ripple that has not already happened. Of course, there are people who believe that eating GMOs will automatically cause you cancer and things along the drastic lines of that. However, labeling GMOs does not cause it. It is superstition. And so, with these 3 points, I support that GMOs should be labeled.
For the judges, the time on that speech was 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Now, since seen as first affirmative speech, there will be a 2-minute questioning period. All questioners, please stand. Representative Herbert.
Representative Calcunta, is there any evidence that GMOs have harmed society?
While we would like to get into the semantics of that, this is not the responsibility of the bill. We have to decide whether labeling GMOs is right or not, and it easily is right.
Representative Bailey.
Could labeling GMOs cause the population to go into panic?
Informing the public of something that they should know is not something that will cause panic. It is predetermined superstitions. It is not our job to determine this, but rather the teachers and the politicians.
Representative Herbert.
Representative Calcunta, are you aware that Britain has outlawed the importation of GMOs?
Sorry, that is considered prefacing, as that is introducing evidence not given in the speech. Representative Bailey.
You say we should leave it to the politicians and teachers. Aren't they aware of what the people should have?
The people have the right to decide on what they should do when presented with information. It is a human right, and it is one that a free country like ours should guarantee.
Okay, seeing as question time is up, Representative Kokute, you may take your seat. Seeing as that was a speech in affirmation, is there a speech in negation? Representative Bailey, you stand up unopposed.
Thank you, Representative Bailey, speaking for the first time this session. Okay, well, Judge, Hio, Chamber, please now when you're ready. Okay, you're walking in a dark tunnel. You see a light, but that is not hope. That is a train coming at you, hitting you at who knows how fast. This is the same thing with GMOs, okay? Going into the light is not a good thing. People don't need to know what they're doing. You could even say in this kind of concept, ignorance is bliss. Okay? GMOs are just as safe as other foods. In fact, the American Association for the Advancement of Science and the World Health Organization has stated that GMOs are just as safe as other foods. So why do we need to label them? Broccoli has been grown for years. Granted, some people don't like broccoli. I don't understand those people. They eat it just the same. We have not been labeling broccoli, okay? Potatoes, they're induced with GMOs. Some might say they are spliced, but splicing is just another word for injecting, okay? That's gene splicing. You know who else splices? Heroin addicts, okay? Modifying is changing, okay, for the better. Splicing is altering. That is why heroin addicts need more, okay? I understand bigger people need more French fries, but that is not the same thing. Okay, many people argue for GMO labels in the name of science. Well, do they really care? I mean, honestly.